Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I thought I would take some time tonight to go over a little bit of the current events that we have going on right now. And I understand this, we're not a current events channel. There's a lot of people out there doing it better than we do. But this time, it's something that I really felt in my heart that I need to get this message out for everybody. That has to do with the what's happened in the past 24 hours in the Middle East. And I know a lot of people are paying attention to it. A lot of people aren't. And but I think it's time to start paying attention to what's going on over there. The country of Iran has struck out at Israel from Iran. So they've directly attacked. There are no proxies involved. This is directly from the country of Iran to the country of Israel, and this is the first time this has ever happened. There is threats of retaliation from the Israelis, threats of further retaliation from the Iranians. This situation has the potential to devolve into regional conflict for sure, and really I think this is the one where we could see things really devolve and everybody could get dragged in. Now, I don't feel like we're ever going to see the country of Canada be invaded, but the way this is going to really have an effect upon us is it's going to really hit us in the cost of living. And I mean, I don't want to minimize the human suffering that is going to be felt by the people who live in their region. It's already, I mean, really what's happening over there is it's really beyond what is acceptable, I think. And I know that's another topic that a lot of people have opinions on. That's just mine. I think that things are being taken too far by in the region. We're seeing far too many civilian deaths, but I think this has the potential to really amp that up. It's going to drag in other nations, and it's going to really hit us in North America. It's going to hit us in our cost of living, which is already more than most people can deal with. So we're going to see increases in the price of oil, very likely. If you follow the markets, I mean, we've been watching the price of gold go up over the past weeks to, it's like a record high every day. Today it hit well over $2,400, and then it came back down again. But I think come Monday, when the markets wake up again, we're going to see a real correction. So I remember hearing a financial advisor a while back saying that nobody is going to do anything to interrupt the status quo in the stock market, because the stock market, the Dow, it's just too important to the world economy. And I think the mistake that we make in this country, in the West in general, is in assuming that other people want what we want, that they value what we value. We may value this economy that we live in, this first world economy, but there's a lot of places where they don't value that, where they have other things that they hold in much higher regard than the almighty dollar. And so the mistake that we make is in assuming that things just aren't going to happen because countries are not willing to upset the world order. And I think this is one of those instances where we have the potential to see the world order get upset. The battle lines are being drawn. We've already called out what they're calling the new axis of evil, and so the dividing lines are in place. We see which countries are on what side, and just for us here where we are, I think that it's time. If you have any disposable income, it's time to take those steps and really, get yourself set up as best as you can to weather the storm. If you're living on a farm or on a homestead, you're probably going to be better off than most, but, not necessarily. We have a lot of extra costs when it comes to living on a homestead. You've got fuel for your tractors, your equipment and whatnot, and, the price of fuel, if it does start rising like they're saying it could, probably will. I've heard people talking about $300 a barrel oil. I've heard $3,000 an ounce gold, and I know these numbers would have just sounded obscene last year, but looking at what's happening, I could see it now. So, we're just entering spring. It's the season of new growth and new life here in where we live, and so we're going to be hitting the gardens hard this year. We're really going to be doing what we can to get as much food in the ground so that we can harvest it later. We've already got our livestock, so we're covered there, and we try to put as much food into the local economy as we can as well. But I just think it's time to have a look around at your situation and decide if you need to make any steps to make improvements to it. And I know I've heard before people saying that the best time to invest is when there's blood in the streets, but I would argue that. And I'm not going to give anybody financial advice, but I don't think that's not what I'm doing right now. My investments are going to be in our homestead. So anyways, I just thought I would drop that message to everybody tonight for those who care to listen. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would encourage you to do so, and give us a like on the video, comment, and share if you so desire, and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless you from the homestead.